Oh, God. I gotta make sure my audio's off and everything, and all the right things are turned down. I gotta do this, and then... Oh, God. Big day. Big day. The ice wall's happening today. My goodness. Oh. Alrighty. What have we got going on today? A lot of news to go through, but I'll wait for at least a couple people to be here before I go into all that. For the time being, I might just play Excavator for anyone who's already here. Yeah, let's do that. For anyone's already here, this one's Excavator by Avacyn. I'll go through everything in a moment. Don't worry about it. That one there was Excavator by Avacyn. Alrighty. Oh, I had to wake up so early for this today because time zones keep kicking my ass. My God. Ah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, neither, both, and in-betweens. Today we're gonna have Avacyn on later to talk about what life was like as a staff member and stuff, and what it was like being let go from the staff team, and what they're up to now. I'm not sure how much detail we'll go into about why they were let go or anything, because you know that's their choice to disclose that info or not and all that. But yeah, having Avacyn on later, that'll be in about half an hour roughly. And then I have new musicians, so that being Tiny Reef and some new pieces from Carson and a couple of new ones from Gavin. So gonna be playing mostly those today, mostly Reef, mostly, you know, new people's, because Reef stuff is really good and I want to hear more of it. So I thought, you know, I should probably play it on the place where I'm meant to be playing music 24/7. That I can't even do 24/7 because I'm whatever. I have school and all that, which is going very well. Not that you asked, but whatever. I'm allowed to talk about my own life as well, because this is my radio show. Okay, let's go into some news for this morning. Let me hide my view account so I don't get self-conscious. For today, in the news, we have a lot to go over. So, there's a brand new sport being made by some of the mods and stuff and helper team that was very popular yesterday, I think it was, called Toss the Rod. And from what I can gather, everyone, you have one person with a blaze rod standing in the center of a ring, and they throw it up, and then everyone jumps out of their seats in the stands and tries to get it, and whoever gets it stands in the middle, and then it repeats. But when they get it, you have to say dubbed as if they've won, which was apparently Reef's idea. I don't know, sounds silly, but it could be fun. Creep Vids is having a hiatus, an indefinite hiatus, and hosting a funeral seemingly today, I think. So that'll be unfortunate. If you know Creep Vids, make sure to reach out and say, it'll be sad to see you go, you know, all that. The moderator episode of the Gradient Super Show is happening on the 28th of March with Manfro, Brutus, and Reef on the show as sort of the moderators for that day. So that'll be cool. That'll be very fun to see. And then the more important things, Crystal Shard announced their indefinite hiatus, and then was promptly banned from the server, it seems. From what I can gather, it was just a general sort of constantly antagonistic vibe to it, to them. I don't know. Loki made a whole message about it. If you want to read it, search through the Discord for it, because that's like, it's drama, and I want to be focusing on the news and, you know, the fun things and not just all the drama. So yeah. And then the biggest thing of all, the server update being announced for March 14th, and right now Carson's live. So, you know, if you don't know Carson's live and you want to build the ice wall for the server, go watch him, because, you know, I already have this scheduled time wise. Carson has no schedule, but yeah, go watch Carson if you want. Obviously, yeah, all that. And then also Sluds is apparently hosting a Bathrooms Fun Zone grand opening at 7:30 p.m. CST today. So I believe Sluds has taken over all of the games and stuff that Crystal made at Fuckberg and, you know, all those places. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool to see. If you don't know where the Bathrooms is, I think let me check. I don't know if I have the warp myself, honestly. Bathrooms. I have it, but I don't have the backrooms warp. I'm sorry, I don't know the warp number, but you can reach out to Sluds if you're interested in going and checking that out. So Bathrooms, super fun, playtime, super fun zone grand opening at 7:30 p.m. CST. Goodness. All right. Now that we're through all that, I want to go straight into some Tiny Reef, because he's uploaded a bunch of new music just 2 days ago. So, like, my God, he's an extremely talented musician, extremely talented artist. From like a while ago when I talked with him in MC chat, he mentioned having like 3 or more degrees or something. That could be a complete lie. I don't know. He's not entitled to tell me anything, but you know. Alrighty, we're gonna go into some Tiny Reef. Let's go for, yeah. All right, this is Tiny Reef's Horse Plinko. I hope you enjoy it.
You horse plinko, come on, step right up, step right up. I know you wanna play some horse plinko, I know you wanna win some money, big money to be made here, big money.
That was a nice little short one from Reef there. That was Tiny Reef's Horse Plinko. My goodness. Only a minute long, and it's only got 5 listens on SoundCloud. Go to Tiny Reef SoundCloud, give it a follow, let him know that his music is awesome, because it is, and I want more of it being made. I have so many different musicians, and it's amazing having this variety and this amount of people who actually care enough about my silly little radio show to reach out, or rather accept me reaching out to them and asking for their music. So it's really, really cool. I'm really enjoying running the radio. If you're new here, I run SMPOnline Radio. I do this stuff 2 times a week, every Monday and Friday, AEST. My times aren't particularly scheduled, but if you want to know what time I stream each day, there's a link to my Discord down in the description, down below this, that has like just my Discord server where I announce everything going on. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, I'm having Avacyn on later to talk about what life was like as a staff member, what they've been doing since being laid off of the staff team. I want to preface that I'm not sure how far we'll go into specifically them being laid off, because, you know, that's a more personal thing, and they're completely of liberty to not talk about that. So if you're here for that kind of shit, I'm not Ellen, so I'm not going to pressure someone into announcing that. Like, Ellen, if you don't know, one time Ellen, a long, long while ago, when TV was still shit. Well, it is shit, but you know, Ellen DeGeneres, in response to rumors about a famous actress being pregnant, put her on the Ellen show and then gave her alcohol and tried to pressure her into drinking it. And of course she didn't, and was pushed into announcing that she was pregnant, right? And then a month later, she unfortunately had a miscarriage and turned what should have been a very private and sad event into a public spectacle. So fuck Ellen. She sucks. I'm better than Ellen, and I can say that confidently. All right. We're going to go into Tiny Reef's Tonic now. I hope you enjoy this one. Holy shit. I played that one last broadcast, but it's still fucking awesome, so I played it again. So, at the moment, if you're just tuning in, Carson's live, so go check out his stream if you don't give a shit about radio. But I will be having Avacyn on later, so if you care about that, come back in like half an hour. Half an hour, 20 minutes or so. And then they'll be on to talk about stuff like life as a staff member, what it was like being laid off. And again, I'm not going to be, pressuring them about why they were laid off. That's, their own business. So if you're here for that kind of shit, get out here. I don't know. We're gonna go straight into a brand new one from Reef. This one is called Your Brain on WD-40. I haven't heard it yet because it was only made 2 days ago, or uploaded 2 days ago. So forgive me if it is very loud. So, bit of a volume warning just preemptively. I haven't heard it yet. Anyway, this is Tiny Reef's Your Brain on WD-40. I hope you enjoy it. Hell yeah, man. Reef, keep it coming. I know you're not listening, but someone telepathically tell Reef to keep making music, because this shit is awesome. And I think a lot of people have been yelling at him to make new music. He's got a whole new fucking, like, I assume I would call it an album. It's called The Gamble. That was uploaded only 26 days ago. So he's making music and making it often, which is really cool to see. Alrighty, and I think, hopefully, that some of Tiny Reef's music is going to be added to the disc collection. So we're going to go into some news to talk about that. The server update is officially happening, and Carson said so himself, so don't shoot the messenger if a delay happens. That the server update to 1.21.11 and the camera mod and many other new features is happening on March 14th, officially. Which is gonna be fucking awesome. Sorry, lost my train of thought for a second reading my notes. Yeah, March 14th, server update, where we're getting 350 new music discs. Fuck yeah. I collect discs. I have, like, fucking none. I think the rarest disc I have is a DJ Grum disc that I bought off auction for, like, 2 diamonds. So I don't actually know how rare it is, but it was also really late, so no one was on the server. Sorry for yawning. I just woke up. Alrighty. For events at the moment, it is Creepvid's funeral today. Creepvids is going on an indefinite hiatus for a little while. Indefinite, if you don't know the meaning of it, because, I have to look it up sometimes too, means unsure of how long it'll be. So it could be forever, it could be 2 days, whatever. But cool. Their funeral's happening today, so send some mail over to Creepvids if you're interested in, going and celebrating their life and going through that ceremony, because that'll be really nice. In events as well, Mini Black Crab is hosting a concert in Greytown, which is happening now on the 13th of March, CST, I believe, because the 14th of March is, of course, the server update, and that's when they originally scheduled it, but now it's happening on the 13th, so a day before. So if you're interested in checking that out, send some mail over to Mini Black Crab, Mini_Black_Crab, and you can, find out more about that. And then lastly, we also have a Figura kart race happening, possibly the last Figura kart race on the server for the foreseeable future, on the 9th of March, 7 a.m. AEST. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. All right, so make sure to do some math or send some mail over to Optimus Prime in the server to, ask about the Figura kart race, where it's happening through, the streets of Greytown, and, starting grid is going to be determined by apparently a wheel spin. So it's going to be all throughout Greytown. So if you just want to watch the race, check it out. 9th of March, 7 a.m. AEST. Cool. And that's all we've got going on at the moment, I think, for events. Besides, of course, today, the ice wall's being constructed. So Carson's live right now and building it. I'm pretty sure he's still live. Yep. He's also talking about racing still, I believe. He's having a little campfire with some people. El Huevo, Carson, Monkey Tito, and Dr. Shrimp. So, you know, don't bother them. They're doing their own thing. Alrighty. We're going to move away from Tiny Reef just for the moment, because I've got a lot of artists and I want to go through all of them, because they're all equally very talented. Let's go into my folder here. Let's go for Gavantino's Dono Guy Jam, I reckon. This is a new one he uploaded to the music disc selection, and I downloaded it and stole it. Oh, for the record, I recently asked Character if the music that I've found in the Discord is okay for me to use and play on radio, and he said it's probably fine because he's unsure of what he's actually uploaded to the Discord. So you'll start hearing some more Character tracks. I only have maybe 3 or 4, but you know, they're nice. It's a nice sort of slow down to the normal shit I'm playing. Like Wormtunes is very hyper, and so is Reef's music. A lot of the stuff I have is very, you know, quick and catchy, whereas Character stuff is more of a slowed down melody type vibe, just like the guy himself. Character's awesome. All right, this is Gavantino's Dono Guy Jam. I hope you enjoy it. Fuck yeah. That one there was Gavantino's Dono Guy Jam, which he submitted for the music disc selection. I'm praying it made it in. I'm super excited to see all of the new artists we get on the server through the music. And sometime soon, I haven't reached out to him yet, but so, you know, take this with a grain of salt, I suppose, might be the expression you could use. I'm going to try and get Orcadork on next week on Monday. So this Friday should be a normal broadcast just for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, normal stuff, whatever news is going on throughout the week. And maybe a bit about me, because I'm cool. I like to think so. But yeah, we're going to have Avacyn on in about 10 minutes here. So I'll play a couple more songs and then we'll get them on. But as I was saying, next week I'm going to try and get Orcadork on to talk about the Figura hiatus and how the server's handling it. And, you know, Orcadork's a very notable Figura user and supplies the server with a lot of Figura stuff. And I don't have the clout to get Luaufish on here, and he also doesn't talk. So, you know, that's kind of necessary for a show where the entire point is you don't need to have the visuals on. But, you know, I put a lot of work into the visuals, even though you don't fucking need them. The whole point of this is for it to be on in the background, you know? Anyway, yep, cool. I'm going to play a couple more songs. Stay tuned for Avacyn on very shortly. All right, we're going to go into, I reckon, some Wormtunes here. Let's go for... Let's go for Big Mud. This one's by Gavantino, it's produced by Fleeg, and it's on Wormtunes, alright? Make sure to go to YouTube, search up Wormtunes, and subscribe to them. I want to see them hit that 1,000 subscriber mark before the end of 2026. I know that's probably pretty easy, but whatever. This is Big Mud by Gavantino, produced by Fleek. I hope you enjoy it.
I am a worm. I am digging a hole. Dirt so delicious it be making me swole. Pink is the color of my skin. I make it rich when you find me in your compost bin. I got bands on bands wrapped around my skin. Garden salad, you know I'd win. I drop bands on the table when I pull up in your shop. The women eye me up because they know they want that green top. I keep digging, I do not know when to stop. All I need in life is that gooey brown slop. Yeah, I'm talking mud, I'm talking, filling up my duds, I'm talking. When I'm hungry with fear, the ground quake. I put you in a blender, sipping down a worm shake. I'm at the top, I'm giving a worm egg. 10,000 holes, I'm leaving my worm wake. You're all talk, yeah, you're all talk. I don't even got the feet and I'm still all walk. Flip a hill into a neighborhood, that's a tall block. Moving up, we got the grid unlocked. Stop talking, I'm a worm.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, neither both and in-betweens. Avacyn. Hi. Welcome to the radio show. Right. You're my third ever guest, so don't fuck it up for me, okay? Oh, can't hear Avacyn. Right, shit. My bad. I always forget about that. Oh, shit. Oh my god. This is not good. Oh no, the gradient thing is still there. I'm really good at radio if you couldn't tell. I need to go do. There we go. There we go. My awesome guest scene, and I forgot to put a little thing in the fucking TV. Oh shit. And I need to do the. I'm so sorry. I try my best.
I fuck up a lot whenever I stream, so
Fair enough.
it's
all right.
it's okay.
They can hear you now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Avacyn, welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
So, we'll go right into it. What have you been up to? Well, actually.
Oh, I've just
first.
been. Oops, sorry.
No, it's fine. First, we'll go into, how long has it been since, you were staff? It's been about a month now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been about a month since I was unfortunately removed from the staff team. Yes.
Right. It's unfortunate. A lot of people liked you on the staff team, and you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a liked person. I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, ever since then, in the past month, what have you been up to outside of, staff stuff?
I've just been hanging around the server, just been hanging around the server. I've also been playing video games.
Of course.
Then I also got back into streaming.
That's awesome.
Too.
Where can we find you on
Yeah,
Twitch?
yeah.
Is it just Avacyn?
Furry Avacyn. I
Furry.
wish I could just have Avacyn, but some bozo took it. Some bozo without a profile picture took it. So unfortunately, I don't have it.
I managed to get Whitlock 0118, but I couldn't get just Whitlock, which is unfortunate as well. But well.
Yeah.
So not many
Beggars
big
can't be
events
choosers.
for you at the moment.
No, no, not many big events right now. My life is pretty, pretty mundane, pretty simple.
Hmm.
Outside of staffing and all that.
Hmm.
Yes.
How long have you been on? How long were you on the staff team? We'll go with that one.
I was on the staff team for about a year and a half. I
Holy shit!
joined the staff team. I joined the staff team in about August of 24. Um, I applied for it around April of that same year.
Hmm.
I also applied like way before, like the around I think the first staff application for season 4. I applied and I didn't get any. I didn't get it obviously. And then around the second time, which is April of 2024, I applied, and then a couple months later, Matt or Sai
Hmm.
messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you want to be staff?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and that's rest is history, and I became a staff member.
Wow, my goodness. So were
Yeah.
you?
Mm.
So year and a half. You would have been right at the end of season 4, or did your staffing start season 5?
My staffing started around the tail end of season. No, yeah, tail end of season 4, I guess.
Right,
I
right,
wouldn't. It started August. I mean, yeah, tail end of season 4, sort of like that, kind of. I don't know. It was around like a dead point of season 4.
right, right.
So yeah.
Now, since you were staff, I have a couple questions
Hmm.
staff wise, of course. And now that
Okay.
you're not staff, you have no
Yeah.
obligations to it. So,
Okay.
and you can't ban me. So, suck on
No, I
that.
cannot.
um, so the staff team at the time, how many of you were there on the staff team, if you remember?
Oh. Um. There are many,
Mm,
many. I think in total, I would have to say maybe a little bit over a dozen
yeah, that makes sense. It seems like a
on the
lot,
Minecraft staff team.
and
There's a
that's just
lot.
Minecraft.
I never bothered counting,
Mm,
so that estimate can be completely off, or
yeah,
it can
yeah.
be more than it. So I would assume maybe around 16, 20. Who
Wow,
knows?
fuck.
There's a lot.
Mm,
There's a lot of mods. There's way more mods than there is helpers.
yeah,
I'll
that
tell
makes
you that.
sense.
There's way more mods than there is helpers. I I I for one um thought that there was too many and that we shouldn't add on more for a while.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say that seems like
yeah,
a lot of manpower for a server that's only getting upwards of 100 people each big event.
you'd think but yeah, I was one of the people who didn't like how we kept on adding more and more staff members.
Mm,
Um I mean, some of the reasoning was fine, but like other times it just didn't make any sense to me. It
yeah,
just
yeah,
felt like they were just like shoving more and more people in anticipation for some big server boom, which has
yeah,
never happened or hasn't happened yet.
yeah. I think hmm, there's a lot of distrust around the staff team at the moment. I feel there's sort of an
Yeah.
unrest among the masses, and
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like there's a lot of things causing it, and I think the lack of recognition from higher ups of that is
Mm.
gonna lead to more problems.
Yeah, a lot of people don't trust the staff team.
Mm,
Um, I tried to when I was a staff member, I tried to like not have my personality change
hmm.
too much. I just a lot of people funnily enough, never realized that I was a moderator or a helper whenever
Mm,
I talked to them. I the only time they would ever realize if they is if they opened the tab and saw my username in the tab list.
right.
And yeah, I try to be I try just to be myself still. I mean, yeah, I
Hmm.
have a fancy little tag, but I'm still myself, you know?
Hmm.
I don't want to scare people. I wanted people to trust me
Yeah,
and also maybe trust the staff team a little more.
yeah. That's
I mean,
completely fair.
we're all the same. Yeah, we're all the same. Well, not I'm not a part of it anymore, but they're basically all regular people just with a fancy tag and
Yeah.
more power.
I find frequently that a lot of the staff team likely have sort of two separate personalities to them. And
Hmm.
like, I can understand doing that, but at the same time,
Yeah.
when dealing with staff issues, it can then also feel like they don't care because of how business language it gets.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, there is a couple staff members who do have two personalities. I'm not, I can't name any off the top of my head,
mm,
but there is a couple who do have two different personalities that, you know, one day they could be, dealing with a player, and they could be formal, they could be businesslike,
mhm.
and then the next day they could be joking around with you and be a completely different person.
Yeah.
I try to not do that um too often.
Mhm.
I try to mix it in with my normal personality, so like, I
Yeah.
come off as genuine, but also at the same time, like, oh, I am a staff member, so I'm not gonna, like, joke around with you on this.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I think the staff team needs more of that, and I think that's why a lot of people gravitated towards you as
Mm,
a staff member. You were very approachable, and you were, actually playing on the server. You were approachable, and
yeah.
it definitely made a lot of connections with people. And I think that's
Mm,
there's a lot of value in that on the staff team.
yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And I hope with the new people on the staff team, which I heard that you're going to talk about later on in the radio show.
Yes.
um with the new staff members, I do hope that they also kind of do that. They follow along and just still be themselves, but, like,
Yeah.
whenever they need to mix in a little bit of, a little bit like, hey, yeah, I'm a staff member. I'm telling you that, you shouldn't do this, but, like,
Hmm.
I'm not going to joke around. Like, I'm not going to fuck around,
Hmm.
so, um, but, I really
I
hope they don't lose their personalities.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's looking really good for the new guys, because we got
Hmm.
some brilliant members who are really well known, have a lot of connections with the
Hmm.
server, and I
Yeah.
think will be able to still be themselves while also enforcing staff rules. But
Hmm.
it,
Yeah, I hope so.
yeah, the the thing is, well, you used to be on the staff team. How did they go about onboarding new members? What like, was it a lengthy process, or just sort of a don't do this, do this?
Um, we were told to read the rules and ask many questions as possible.
Hmm.
We don't. There's no, like, training process. It's just um, really, you go off experience, read the rules for the staff team,
Hmm.
um, use a document. There was a document that we would use sometimes if we didn't know anything and
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
else was around to answer the questions. Um, because there's
Sort
a
of
lot of
like a
custom
quick
commands.
reference guide.
Yeah, like quick reference guide, like, hey, this is how you do this command, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, just ask as many questions. That's pretty much
Hmm.
what they told us. Just ask as many questions as you need. You could seem annoying, but at the same time, they would rather you sorry, they would rather you ask questions than not ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I've noticed recently, and this could just be me.
Yeah.
I feel like more and more
Hmm.
staff are being let go of their position.
What do you mean?
For so recently, just recently, I
Hmm.
think only a couple of days ago, Cypher, who was a
Yeah.
Discord staff member, has lost their position after essentially just sort of kind of lying one time about why a specific word is banned in the server. So,
Yeah.
I just notice a lot of staff are doing more and more shit. Blasty just randomly decided to give a bunch of people illegal items one day. So,
Yeah. Personally, I didn't know about Cypher losing their position.
my bad.
Um, That's news. That's news to me. But uh, it it I after the Blasty situation and all of that, um, it seemed like they were in today's terms locking in
Mm,
on staff members
mm-hmm,
doing a lot of stuff willy nilly,
mm-hmm,
and uh, before they were a lot more lenient on, if you had done stuff, you messed up, or you did something wrong, they would be like, okay, that's not what you do.
mm-hmm.
Be careful next time. uh Obviously, I mean, don't do it a lot. They're going to, like, have an issue if you do it a lot, but like they were a lot more lenient. But now, after the whole Blasty situation, this is public knowledge since he said it out loud, but
Yes.
he did it a couple more times. um he did it a couple more different times
Mm-hmm.
in the past. So they're a lot more lenient. They're a lot more like hard
Yeah.
now, it seems, since um now, obviously, I'm not a staff member anymore, and Cypher isn't a staff member anymore. And obviously Blasty isn't a staff member anymore, because, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be more removals in the future. But uh yeah, it does seem like a lot more are getting
Mm.
removed now, that after the Blasty situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of the unrest among players against the staff could just be explained by unrest in the staff team itself. A lot of
Hmm.
the higher ups seem, after the Blasty situation specifically, it seems like they're more aware that, oh, the people we're bringing on still are fucking up. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a difficult situation to navigate with such a massive community.
Hmm.
So, mm,
Yeah. It is a difficult situation. I will say there isn't any, like, infighting, as
mm,
far as I'm aware, in terms of, like, um staff members, like, fighting with each other or
yeah,
at
yeah.
odds with each other. Really, we all like each other.
Hmm.
Um Everybody gets along.
Mm,
Now, for higher up leadership, I'm not entirely sure about that. For all we know, there could be a lot of infighting. There could be not any infighting at all. I don't know. I'm not aware.
I
Um,
mean, I doubt it.
but
They all seem friendly,
yeah,
but
I doubt it too. They all seem friendly, but anybody could be friendly on the outside, and then you
mm,
know behind closed doors they could be at each other's throats.
yeah,
And this
true.
isn't like criticism of the higher up, I mean, leadership, because Matt, Loki, Carson, they're all nice people. They're all
Hmm.
great people. I respect them. Um, especially Matt. He was very helpful with the staff team. He was very hands on.
Yeah.
He is like, he expects you to ask questions to him. It, like, whenever, I always thought I was being annoying whenever I asked questions, but he would be fine. I
Hmm.
mean, I never asked many questions. I'm not really somebody who asks a lot of questions, which probably contributed to my removal. But um uh he would rather you annoy him by mentioning him or anything, or asking him questions, than not asking questions, like I said earlier.
Hmm.
So he's very hands on. He's a very cool person.
Yeah,
If you
Matt.
don't get on his bad side.
Yeah, Matt kind of saved my life when it came to my current build, so I'm
Hmm.
very thankful
Yeah,
to Matt on a lot of
he's a
things.
very nice person.
He
He's a
is.
very nice and forgiving person.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Now, would you like to disclose why you were let go, or shall we still leave that a covered subject?
Um, I will reveal a little bit.
Hmm.
I fucked up one too many times.
Right.
Nothing like career ending bad, but like I fucked up one too many times,
Right.
and
So just
they
little
didn't
things
like that.
over the course of a long time.
Little things over the course of a long time, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Little things that kind of racked up, and yeah, they didn't. I they didn't see me fit for the staff team anymore, so I was unfortunately removed.
And that is unfortunate. I mean, I can see where they're
It
coming
is
from after the Blasty situation specifically. They need to be a lot
yeah.
more observant. And I'm sure you hold no animosity against them or you know, anything like that.
No, I don't. I don't hold any like resentment or
Mm.
anything against them. Um, I mean, yeah, it was kind of a shock, and also I was kind of, I mean, at the time I was kind of pissed off about it because it seemed
Oh, completely
ridiculous.
understandable. Yeah.
But like, now, I mean, I see where they were coming from with that. Hopefully, at some point in the future, I can come back again. The likelihood of that ever happening is low,
Mm.
in my opinion. I did apply again when the applications opened.
Very
I
fair.
I don't
I would have
I
loved to
don't
have you
think
back.
I don't think I'm gonna get the job anytime soon anyway. But still, that's just there,
Right.
because who knows when he's gonna open applications again.
Hmm.
But yeah, it it wasn't a fun experience having that happen right in front of a player that I was
Oh,
helping.
that's they could have waited.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well,
That's
they didn't know.
unfortunate.
So it wasn't, yeah, it was just poor timing, but unfortunate, I guess. But anyway,
Damn.
yeah.
Well, what's next for you? What are you planning for the future? You gonna keep playing on the server? You're gonna see out season 5? What are you thinking?
I do plan on continuing playing on the server. I do
Good.
hopefully whenever the map does expand, I will probably be establishing a town because I did establish a town last season called Shadowmoor,
Hmm.
which was successful. It only lasted for about 2 weeks, but a lot of towns only last for 2 weeks on the
Yeah.
server anyway. Um, but yeah, I do intend to establish a town at some point, with all the new land, and obviously, like towns aren't like so compact that if you like walk a couple blocks, you can find another town that randomly exists. I mean, it's insane how densely packed all
Mm.
these towns are. I mean, you have like what, like 50 towns
Oh,
in the
probably
server in
more.
this like small area, probably, really. Probably ones we don't even know about. You
Mm.
have all this like compacted, and like you try to go find a place to build your town. You think you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you you build this town, and then like you start building this town, and you like, I need to go find some more resources. You walk like a dozen or so blocks, and there's a town right over there. It's like, what the fuck?
It's a difficult landscape. I don't think they were
It
expecting
is a difficult landscape.
such a large influx
That
of people.
No, I didn't. I don't think they intended for such a large influx of people. I think it helps that the server is opened up to people who don't pay,
Hmm.
so a lot more people joined.
Absolutely.
Because beforehand, I mean, there wasn't many people
Mm.
who uh who joined because of the
Yeah,
payment
yeah.
and everything.
The free trial system
Um,
was a brilliant move business wise. Holy
oh,
shit,
it
the amount
was.
of money they
It
would
was
have made
definitely a brilliant.
just off the free trial members dying. Like,
Oh yeah,
fuck.
it's brilliant because like I mean, many people, many people either don't, but like there's obviously like every once in a while somebody would pay, and so regardless that trial system, it's a business model that's been used by a lot of companies for
Yeah.
decades. I mean, you have a free trial and you're like, this product is a little good. I think I'm going to pay it,
Yeah.
and so you pay it. Yeah,
It was
it's a
a
very
brilliant decision.
it was annoying at first. I will say it was
Oh,
annoying at first.
absolutely. I can imagine
It was a
how just the influx of very negative people.
it. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, definitely. There was a I mean, surprisingly there wasn't really that big of an influx of negative people, but still there was negative people and
Mm,
it was a interesting time because you have people saying very vulgar things. We
yeah,
had people say the N-word one too many times, both
yeah.
the hard R and and the other way you say it.
The other way.
it's it was it was an interesting little time, but now those people have just kind of like vanished. Um, and thankfully, I mean, it happens every once in a while, but
Mm,
like, yeah, thankfully people just vanish.
that's good.
One thing that is, that I do appreciate is that they don't allow free trial players to, uh, use the voice chat for like 12
Yeah.
hours of playtime because it could cause a lot of problems if you
Oh,
just let them
most
use it right
definitely.
off the bat.
And I think the
Yeah,
12-hour
if you just
system works pretty well.
it does work, yeah, because you could have somebody join the server and just play like fucking I don't know Nazi music.
Yeah.
It's a really good system. So
Mm,
yeah, they actually
most
have to
definitely.
play on the server.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Oh, my goodness. I think that'll wrap
yep,
it up for our time then.
yeah. If you all want to see me
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else, um, follow me on Twitch or really all really social medias. Furry Avacyn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I stream the whole every week now, but sometimes I go on very long hiatuses uh unintentionally. So expect that. But yeah, I
I'm putting your
but
link in Twitch chat right now. Go follow them.
okay.
Guard. Not
Go.
you.
Follow me.
I mean the
Follow
people.
me.
follow,
Follow me.
follow her.
I need follow me. Follow me. Follow
They're one
follow
away from 100. Go do it.
follow me. But also if you see me on the server, my name is just Avacyn.
Mm-hmm.
If you see me on the server, say hi. I will chat with you. I will say random things. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
also, one thing I will say to end off this interview, I will say watch out for the crows.
Watch
But
out for
anyway,
the
it was a
crows.
pleasure being on your radio show. Um,
Okay.
and I do hope that your radio show becomes successful. So
I'm trying my best.
you're trying your best and you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Um, hmm
All right,
and I
get out of
and
here. Get out of
oh
here.
oh fuck
Get
you!
out of
Wow,
here.
fuck
Fuck
you!
off. My goodness. What a lovely time. My god. Avacyn, everybody. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right. So look out for the crows, apparently, is her last words. I'm gonna switch back my my guest scene here back into our main scene. Mid interview I had to fix up the put a little thing in the TV. But oh well. Awesome. That was lovely. I always love my little interviews. For my third ever interview, I think it went really well. And I think I should mention, talking about interviews, it's looking like Gradient is going to pick up doing some interviews as well, and I might be getting. I'm thinking about it. I don't know about it yet, but I might be going into the post news business. My radio is still going to be standalone. SMPOnline radio is its own brand. I'm keeping that. Not slapping the post news logo on this. I'm my own guy running this thing myself, right? But I might be picked up as a writer for Post News, and we might be bringing that back. Articles every week is the plan if I do become a writer. So, you know, we'll see. Hope so. Fingers crossed. I'm still thinking about it because that's, you know, a big decision, and I'm a full-time school student, I've got school three days a week. I'm a uni student, and I'm a writer and a philosopher. So I read a lot. Is essentially what I'm saying. I spend a lot of my time reading. Anyway, just a reminder, Carson's still live. So if you want, go watch him. He's building the ice wall. Everyone's building the ice wall for the server's preparation on March 14th for the update. Okay? It's gonna be awesome. Fuck yeah. All right. Let's go into some news really quick after our lovely little interview there. Okay, what have we got? So, Mini Black Crab is hosting a concert in Greytown on the 13th of March. I'm not sure if that's... I assume it's CST, but they don't have a specific time frame set out on that I can read here. So send them some mail asking, hey, how can I join the concert? What's the deal there? You know, ask about that. Check it out. It's going to be great. And that's at... Ooh. Wait, is it at Greytown? Yes. No. Oh, yes, Greytown West. So there's a new branch of Beaten Bone that's being celebrated with the concert. I didn't know that part. My goodness. Oh, I'm really good at the news. Crystal Shard has gone on an indefinite hiatus before being banned permanently from the server, it seems. Some drama happened in the Discord server. You know what? I'll go into it a bit. I'm a news guy. I should report the news. I'll go into it. So, from what I've seen, from what I've read, what happened was Crystal posted a little goodbye message in the chat saying that this is it. I'm gone. Goodbye, SMPOnline, right? And that was in the server. So what they mentioned was that they're leaving because of just sort of harassment that they've faced in the server, and you know that's fair, I suppose. But sorry, let me. And Loki responded to that, saying we never got a sort of note from that. So you know, sorry, I'm messing up my words. Anyway, Loki responded to that message saying, for what it's worth, we never got a report or anything. And then Crystal responded to that saying, it was sort of very immediately hostile at Loki for that claim, and used some pretty strong language. Give me just a second. I'll find the message. Okay. So, yeah. So apparently what happened, from what I've found out, Crystal got banned because of just being immediately hostile with Loki, and then joined on an alt account, and then said another lengthy message that was sort of just, you know, I don't know. It was, yeah. I don't know. They got very angry about being permabanned from the server, to which Loki replied with a extremely long message stating a lot of stuff about Crystal that they've seen on the server, and a lot of Loki's thoughts that might be also staff thoughts. I'm not sure if Loki was speaking just as himself or as part of staff, and you know, but some of the examples he used is that when Crystal would advertise in chat and someone would tell her to stop, she would make a big deal out of it, and she has a history. This is his word, sorry, I'm quoting here. She has a history of being randomly antagonistic towards community members, extremely petty behavior like talking shit about people in public chat and then mocking them for calling them out on it, which I have personally witnessed 3 separate times. So I think Loki is very justified on this, and I think a lot of the thoughts about Crystal from staff team can be is justifiable and understandable. Me and Crystal didn't get along very well at the beginning, and then we had some sort of little argument in the server, and then I reached out to Crystal in private message and said, hey, I know you have me on ignore, so I don't know if this will send, but I apologize for all this. I shouldn't, you know, it's a silly block game and we shouldn't have to fight over silly, stupid shit. So we were sort of on good or all right terms, and we just sort of agreed to disagree for the foreseeable future, because yeah, it was quite a contrarian relationship where we just didn't blend well. But that's just me. Some people really liked her, other people had grudges, etc., etc., etc. But you know, that's sort of the big drama at the moment. So there you go. That's the most recent big thing, I reckon. All right, let's go back into some music. This is a radio after all. We're reaching that halfway point at 1 hour and 20 seconds. So I'll be going for another hour, and then that'll be it for today. And then I'll see you at the end of the week. All right, let's go into, I reckon, some more Tiny Reef. This one might be a bit loud as well. A lot of his music seems to be, but it's fucking awesome, so I don't care. Alrighty, this is Tiny Reef's Doll Apocalypse. I hope you enjoy it. Fuck yeah. That was Tiny Reef's Doll Apocalypse. We're just gonna keep it running. Let's just keep it going. We're gonna go into Risk Taker. This one is also part of the Gamble album. This was by Tiny Reef. I hope you enjoy it. That one there was Risk Taker by Tiny Reef on the Gamble album. Now some very sad news today. So Creepvids officially, their Death Day event is happening in 30 minutes. It's going to be hosted at Purple Parkway in the church, right next to Boulevard. So Creepvids is going on an indefinite hiatus, it seems. And it'll be sad to see them go. You know, we're losing a lot of members at the moment. But you know, that's life, I guess. If you're an artist, can you make a cover of Frank Sinatra's "That's Life" for my radio? Thank you. Oh, a lot of people going at the moment. Some who I didn't know, some who I did know, and some that I don't like. But you know, I keep my personal opinions out of the news because I'm not a moron. You know, this SMPOnline radio is meant to be completely non-biased. I try and keep as much of my personal bias outside of the radio, and I try to take into account only what is best for the server and for the community. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but I study philosophy, and my whole deal is trying to be in tune with my emotions, and I'm also very mentally ill, so I never know what my emotions are, so I can't even, you know, express them if I wanted to. It's awesome. Alrighty, we're gonna keep it running. Let's go for... You know what? I reckon... what are you feeling? Let's go into some DJ Carr. Alrighty. This is DJ Carr's Ban Rap. It's produced by Fleeg. I hope you enjoy it.
Van Polita and Jumbo Josh. And also Stinger Fled and Jumbo Josh. It's DJ Carr. Yo, it's DJ Carr. Hopping on Ban track. Going bar for bar, spitting out the Ban facts. We're at the kindergarten, we're deep underground. This is Ban 8. Now let's make some sound. We've got Ban, Nab, Mumbo 2, Syringeon, insert attitude. Ban, Nab, Mumbo 2, Syringeon, insert attitude. We've got Ban, Nab, Mumbo 2, Syringeon, insert attitude. Ban, Nab, Mumbo 2, Syringeon, insert attitude. I wonder if the game takes place on the ocean. That's all I got. What do you think of my potion? It's DJ Carr.
What a lovely one there. It's a bit short, but you know, Carson isn't really known for his musical prowess, but he's trying. He's doing his best, even though that one's produced by Fleeg, but ignore that. And I think most definitely he was still sick with that shitty voice when he made that. So, you know, it's great, Carson. You did a great job. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being rude. Alrighty, let's keep it running. We're gonna go into some Worm tunes. I love Worm tunes. Make sure to go... make sure to go to YouTube, look up Worm tunes and sub to them. I want to see them hit that 1K mark. That'd be really, really awesome. Let me check how many subs they're at right now, actually. What Worm tunes up to? 868. Oh, stop. They're up to 868. I want to see them hit 1,000 before the end of 2026, which, you know, isn't a huge goal, but also I'm a small town radio host who, you know, has an average of like 2 viewers, so whatever. All right, this one's Street Slide Slither by DJ Munt on Worm Tunes. I hope you enjoy it. Hold on. And when there was Street Slide Slither by DJ Munt. God, that's a fucking tongue twister, isn't it? Alright, let's just talk for a bit, since there's not much news to go into, and I want to talk. So, I study philosophy in my free time, and I have been for, oh god, maybe 6 years now I've been doing philosophy. And I read a lot of Nietzsche, and at the moment, I've been really interested in learning about cynicism and Diogenes, you know, the sort of father of cynicism, and I guess you could say maybe grandfather of Stoicism, I suppose. But anyway, most people, when they hear cynicism, think, you know, oh, cynical, meaning hating humans and hating all of that. But that's actually, so cynicism in philosophy is completely different to the modern way we view the cynic. So cynicism in contemporary and modern days, you know, means bad, typically. It means angry or anything. But I've been reading a lot about Diogenes, and original cynicism, back in philosophy and stuff, was one of, Nietzsche proclaimed it to be one of the highest forms of, you know, human acceptance. So Nietzsche was an existentialist, which is a philosophy way of saying he believed that life has no meaning, which means we get to create the meaning, which I think that's what I live by. You know, if something has no meaning and life has no meaning, then I get to make the meaning out of it. So I get to choose whatever I do and make my life however great I want it to be without having to live up to some standard, you know, which I think is a pretty reasonable request for living my life. But anyway, Nietzsche believed that, or Nietzsche, sorry, that cynicism was the truest form of living to an existentialist life. So Diogenes, usually when you hear stories about him, he fucking, you know, pissed on people and was treated like a dog and treated other people as if, you know, terribly. But his entire idea was that cynicism is meant to be a full wash away of social norms, and, you know, it's the truest form of individualism that can be in society. And cynicism in a modern society, being a true cynic, is near impossible, quite frankly. And becoming a true cynic is very, very difficult to actually achieve mentally. So a lot of people don't really understand how physics can be a challenge sometimes, where if you want to live a fully cynical lifestyle in the form of philosophy, it's extremely difficult, which is why Diogenes was such an appraised man and so loved. He lived in a pot. He didn't care for any social norms. He didn't give a shit about laws. He lived by his own laws. He made his own rules. He stopped caring for any societal norm. Essentially the original of, like, you're all sheep. He was the original, you know, sheep hater, I guess. The original shepherd, maybe, is the way you could do it. And he believed that to teach adequately his philosophy and his beliefs, rather than writing hundreds and thousands of essays or books or anything, he taught by his life. He committed himself to a life of teaching cynicism without ever having anything. He survived by begging for money and food, and whenever someone treated him poorly, he would treat them equally poorly. He was often called Diogenes the dog. So when some boys were throwing stuff at him, like you would a you know, annoyed dog, because teenagers are awful, apparently, he went up and pissed on them, because if they treat him like a dog, then he'll treat them as if he's a dog. That's kind of his idea. So to reiterate, he doesn't care about social norms at all. He cared about nothing, which is the truest form of, you know, sort of an existentialist life. Giving no meaning to any societal structure means that you have more power than any social structure. You can do anything if you just stop caring, which I feel like if some people, if they truly realize that and come to terms with that, could end really badly, because that's usually how murder happens. But, you know, that's sort of a negative side effect of it. But rather than writing, he lived his life and used whatever people said about him as his life. So, you know, kind of crazy guy. He was extremely profound and intelligent. And he has a lot of quotes that I really like. and one of them is actually my Discord status right now. And people would often call him mad, meaning crazy, and, you know, to which he respond, one of the anecdotes of stories about Diogenes, whenever someone would call him mad, he responded, "I'm not mad, it is only that my head is different from yours." Which I think is brilliant, because it's pretty accurate. To self-indulge a little bit, I am very mentally ill, right? So I have quite a few disorders under my belt, and I take a cocktail of pills every morning, and have been since I was about 15. So, you know, I read philosophy because it's my way of making sense of a neurotypical world and my way of sort of surviving. I need to know what the world is in a theoretical lens so that I can live it practically. But that's maybe just justification because I like philosophy. I don't know. But anyway, where was I going with that? I completely forgot. Shit. Damn it. Anyway, I forgot. I like just ranting sometimes. Forgive me. Alright, let's go back into some actual music. We're going to go to more Worm tunes. Actually, let's go for some more Tiny Reef, because Reef is awesome. Let's go for... Let's go for Tiny Reef's Go Home and Pass Out. I hope you enjoyed this one. Oh, sorry. That was Go Home and Pass Out. Very accurate title. I really enjoyed that one. I'm enjoying a lot of... I shouldn't say a lot of. I should say all of the music that I'm playing on here. It's all great. All made by amazing people. Oh. Sorry, I woke up at 6:30 a.m. Oh, God. My goodness. What was I saying? Oh, I keep losing my train of thought. Apologies for that, people. Anyone still here? Creepvid's funeral is happening in 10 to 15 minutes. And that's at nearby Blue Boulevard. Blue Boulevard. Fucking hell, man. Sorry. It's happening at Blue Boulevard. If you want to go see that. Carson is still live, I believe. The Ice Wall is still in progress. I probably won't raid Carson. I'll just send you guys over because, you know, but that's later. That's in like 40 minutes. I'm still going. Okay. Cool. Let's keep it running. We're going to go for Tiny Reef's Featherweight. I hope you enjoy this one. Fuck yeah. That's Featherweight by Tiny Reef. Alrighty. Oh, we're going to keep it running here. How's the server doing? We've got 124 people online, quite a lot of helpers, and Loki's online, and Carson's live. So, you know, go check out Carson's stream. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Oh, sorry, I'm running out of steam here. I'm not made for long form content like this. We'll go into some more announcements for the moment, go into some more news. The Gradient Super Show, the mod episode that has been long awaited, is happening on the 28th of March, and it's going to be featuring Mavro, Brutus, and Reef, which I'm very excited for, as Reef is one of my lovely, lovely musicians, who I asked once to use his music and have never spoken with again. Oh, goodness. The ice wall is still in construction, and began construction today, actually, at 4 a.m. my time. So, you know, it was a bit late for me, or a bit early, sorry. Ah, my goodness. All right. We might end it at 1:30 here, so, 1 hour, 30 minutes. So we'll give it about 5 minutes left, because I'm running out of steam here. Apologies. I should probably keep it to 1 hour and 30 minutes each thing, but whatever. Alright. Let's go into some more Tiny Reef. I love Tiny Reef. We're going to go for Flask Ferment by Tiny Reef. I hope you guys like this one. Make sure to go to their SoundCloud and check it out. Alright, Flask Ferment. Hell yeah, that was Flask Ferment. Alright, we're gonna end it off here. Creepvid's funeral will be in 5 minutes at Backrooms Warp number 341. Go check it out. Say your goodbyes. Go to Carson's stream. I'm probably not gonna rate it because I have 2 viewers and I don't think, you know, go check out Carson. It's been lovely to have the radio today. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm gonna link my YouTube in the description thing in my About Me, because I've started uploading all of the recordings from broadcasts and stuff. You can find the Sleds interview there. You can find the unfortunately the Gradient one didn't fucking save, so which is really sucks. But alright, it's been lovely, people. I'll see you at the end of the week on Friday. My time, so it might be Thursday or Saturday for you. I think Thursday. Ah well. See you, peoples. In case I don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. You know, my favorite movie driven show. Okay, bye.